Hey, here we go, Mickey here from Knob Cartel, back with another beer review. So the beer I'm going to review this time round is the Wayward Brewing Company Midnight Barley Cowboy. Here's a hopped porter, rich and smooth, nitro. So I'm going to do an aggressive pour. Before I do that, let's have a little bit of a look at the can. Black mould as dark as a soul of the beast gives the beer deep mahogany hue, smoke roasted aromas and smooth dry finish. The addition of aromatic US hops deliver a wallop of fresh pine and citrus that defies tradition. But hey, that's the way Cowboy rolls. Once again, certified independent, asked for indie beers. Can art, so it's a skeleton cowboy on a horse with the can in his hand. It's a limited release, it's brewed for adventure. 1.8 standard drinks, 6% ABV, 50 IBUs, and a 375ml can. So it's not going to quite fill this glass, but considering we've got to give it an aggressive pour, we'll just get some agitation going before we do that. There's the reason why we're going to use the pint glass to do it. Straight away I can smell those US hops. Lots of citrus. Smells sort of boozy as well. Very hoppy. Smells like a nice balanced malt profile as well. We'll just put that back there so we can see what's going on. Just turn this glass so we can have a bit of a look at it. There, so you want to see the cascading effect that the nitro aggressive pour gives. Nice solid head. We've got probably around about 2 fingers there. Obviously, with the way we've poured it, we're going to get a bit of a solid head going on. Dark. Very roasty. With that nice layer of sort of dank, citrusy, piney American hops over the top. Dark as the night, dark as the midnight barley cowboy himself. Alright, let's dive in. Okay, so the aroma sort of to me gave me a sense that the booze was not going to be hidden that well, but it actually quite is hidden amongst all those flavours and aromas. Definitely the aromas, the flavour palette that the aromas create as you're going in for a sip. Very roasty, and then that changes once that beer actually hits the palate. The roastiness sort of mellows away and you get that piney, very citrusy coffee chocolate that coats quite well. A little bit thin on the body, so it's a bit deceiving with what you smell to sort of what you're tasting and the thickness of the actual beer, but it is only a porter, so I wouldn't expect much of a mouthfeel coming from it. Once again, that's a solid beer from Wayward. Wayward's doing some pretty good stuff at the moment. They've done a few collaboration beers just recently as well. They're one of those types of breweries that likes to get into collaborations. I think they've done a collaboration with Hop Nation with one of their beers. which would have been the Canadian Maple IPA, I think it was, from memory. Lumberjack, I think it was called. So, and they've done another one just recently as well, a collaboration. I can't think off the top of my head who they've done the collaboration with, but that's a pretty solid porter. Definitely buy that one again. Yeah, gives you a little bit of instruction. So yeah, give the can a shake and then invert into glass. So I didn't really shake it, I just done my usual trick where I just invert it several times and then do an inverted aggressive pour into the glass. That is the Wayward Brewing Company's Midnight Barley Cowboy Hopped Porter on Nitro. Cheers.